One day, in a small coastal town, there lived a young fisherman named Leo. Leo had spent his entire life on the sea, braving its wild waves and unpredictable tides. He was known throughout the town for his courage and unwavering dedication to his trade. One sunny morning, as Leo was setting out to sea, he noticed something shimmering in the water. Guided by curiosity, he reached down and pulled out a weathered, old bottle. Inside the bottle was a handwritten letter that read, "To the one who finds this, my deepest wish is for someone to find true love in my memory." The letter bore no signature, but it piqued Leo's interest. He felt a strong urge to find the person behind the letter. Leo's heart raced with the thought of discovering the author, and he wondered if fate had brought him to this message in a bottle. As he set sail, the bottle and its mysterious note occupied his thoughts. Every evening after returning from the sea, he would sit by the firelight, examining the letter and pondering its meaning. It had become a riddle he couldn't solve. One day, while at the bustling town market, Leo overheard a conversation between two elderly ladies. They spoke of an old lighthouse on a remote island, known to be a place of love and heartache. It was rumored that couples in love would visit the lighthouse to make their wishes. Leo felt a connection between the lighthouse and the letter in the bottle. Determined to get to the bottom of this mystery, Leo set out on a journey to the remote island with the lighthouse. His boat cut through the waves, and soon he reached the mystical island. As he approached the lighthouse, he saw a heart-shaped locket hanging on its door. Leo knocked on the lighthouse door, and a young woman answered. She had a warmth about her, and her eyes sparkled with an aura of mystery. Leo told her about the letter and the bottle he had found. The woman's eyes widened with astonishment, and she invited him inside. As they sat by the light of the lighthouse, the woman revealed her story. She had written a letter and released it into the sea as a tribute to her late husband, a sailor who had perished at sea. She had spent years tending to the lighthouse, a place that held her memories and love for her husband. The two shared stories and found a deep connection, as if fate had brought them together. Over time, their friendship blossomed into a beautiful romance. Leo realized that the bottle had led him to not only the author of the letter but also to true love. Leo and the lighthouse keeper found their own story of love, and the old lighthouse became a symbol of hope and romance for the entire town. The letter in the bottle, once a mystery, had become a source of new beginnings and love for two kindred souls brought together by the sea's whims and the magic of an old message in a bottle. Leo and the lighthouse keeper, named Isabella, became the talk of the town. Their love story was both heartwarming and inspirational, and they quickly became beloved figures in their community. Isabella was a vibrant and independent woman who had a deep love for the sea, while Leo was the rugged, brave fisherman who had a heart of gold. The town was filled with a colorful cast of characters who played a significant role in Leo and Isabella's journey. There was Old Man Jenkins, the town historian who was always ready to share tales of the sea's mysteries and legends. He became fascinated with Leo and Isabella's story, seeing it as a real-life legend in the making. Then there was Lily, a spirited young girl who looked up to Leo and Isabella. She had a knack for creating intricate seashell art and insisted on crafting a special piece for the couple as a symbol of their love. Her enthusiasm and optimism were infectious, and she often visited the lighthouse with her seashell creations. In addition to these characters, there was Captain Reynolds, an old sea captain who had known Leo since he was a boy. Captain Reynolds shared his wisdom about the sea and offered his blessings to the young couple. He presented Leo with a worn compass that had been his trusted companion during his many voyages, a symbol of guidance and protection for the young fisherman. As Leo and Isabella's love story deepened, they decided to honor their connection by hosting a grand celebration. The entire town came together, and Lily's seashell art adorned every corner. Old Man Jenkins told stories of legendary romances from the sea, and Captain Reynolds stood as the honorary guest. With the ocean as their backdrop, Leo and Isabella exchanged vows at the lighthouse that had brought them together. The town's cheers and the gentle sound of the waves bore witness to their love. It was a magical day filled with laughter, love, and the promise of many more beautiful moments together. In the years that followed, Leo and Isabella continued to live their enchanting love story. They used the old compass as a guide through life's adventures, reminding themselves of the journey that had brought them together. Their lighthouse became a beacon of hope for all who sailed the sea, a reminder that love could be found in the most unexpected places. And so, the small coastal town with its memorable characters celebrated a love story that would be told for generations to come. Leo, the fearless fisherman, and Isabella, the lighthouse keeper, showed the world that love, like the sea, was vast, mysterious, and full of beautiful surprises.